Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Vanessa Jane, and I am so delighted to welcome my friend and colleague, Barbara Brown. Welcome, Barbara.
Hello, Vanessa. Good to be with you.
Tell us exactly what Lifeline to Leaders is. So it's a way for you to rescue new leaders, but tell us what they will physically experience. Let's start with that.
It's 3 days at an incredible retreat center where you will just be spirit-led, fall off the face of the earth. This is one of the things I realized dealing with the powers that be in Washington, D.C. What so many of them needed is a time and a place to fall off the face of the earth and have their needs met, their hurts healed. That is what this is going to be, a place to call off the dogs, call off all the maddening crowds that you flew away from or that you came away from, and come to a place where people know you, where we can see the gift and call and the purpose on your life and facilitate that breakthrough. But knowing also that it's a place where you'll be celebrated, not tolerated, because every new leader, it's going to cost them their old world, the life they built to go where they've never been and create their new identity, their new purpose. And I think we find that in the commonality of other people that we meet at that sphere.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted just to ask you, when we talk about having a breakthrough, how I understand that is that when we are suffering or struggling in our lives in some way, we know we want to do something, and there's often self-sabotage that takes over, or there's belief systems, or there's a whole lot of different things that can kind of interrupt the pattern of what it is that we want to do.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you see that people struggle with? Because I think if we can talk about that, people might be able to recognize some of those things in themselves.
Vanessa, that's a great question. To me, what is being birthed right now is the difference between that everyone we're meeting, the people that are being raised up to this next sphere, the people we're meeting are at the end of the life they learned with. The people they collected along the way, doing the best they could. Usually they're in debt. Usually they've got alliances and agreements that they're going to have to break to be able to go beyond that maddening crowd to launch into the life they get to live with. We've all been practicing. We've been practicing on the old people, the places, the family, the friends. We've been practicing on all that stuff. But there comes a day that we're at the precipice. Robert Frost said it well, the road less traveled. And it's the story of when he came to the fork in the road, and he had to choose which way he was going. And he said, I took the road less traveled, and it's made all the difference in the world. And so to me, that's what we're inviting people into, the road less traveled. I think if you're honest with yourself, you know what you're doing is not working. There has to be more. Where are the new leaders? Because as you look at politics, look at presidents, leaders, kings, my grandchildren can't follow them. They're talking heads, reading a speech that someone else gave them.
But I know, right?
Yes.
Crazy.
But where are the new leaders that own it? They're authentic. They're real, they're true. I can walk with them, not saying I've met any I'd follow yet, because I think as long as you're having to schmooze to get people to to come into your sandbox, you don't have the goods anyway.
Yeah. There's a real desperate need for this work that you're doing, and I think it will help even the people who want to do something, but they aren't. It's like, oh, yes, but I don't know which way to go, or where. How can someone help me be the best that I can be and be that leader? And so I think that what you're offering is a really amazing pathway into that.
Thank you.
There will be a link provided for people who would like to attend. And I want to thank you so much, Barbara, for joining me today. And it's been lovely to have you and to hear about your wonderful mission. And I know that the right people for you will find you. They will
Thank you
find
so much, Vanessa. It's great to be with you.